until here we come. Love until here we come. We're singing praises to your son. For love until here we come. Let me start the walk now. Somewhere up in Laventille, many years ago, Manadahama used to follow him to and fro. What he used to do? He used to use it up.
Well, you had to first see like a drum that is would sink in it with that big sledge. Then you draft out your notes. When you draft out your notes, then you had to groove it. You hammer it, beat it back. And then you groove it. Then all of it, you cut it according to length. And then you fire it up a little bit, you put it on a little fire, you burn it. And you pre-tune it. Get ready for chroming.
When I was really born in Inventions Street, when I was a little boy, my mother and my father moved to Georgia. And it's there I started to see Steelband from them as a little boy. Talking about 6, 7 years old. Older than Central BC School, I just spray on them. You know what I mean, doing the thing. And I hear the melody started coming into the pan and thing, and I used to play motor organ and thing. So I ran away and used to go below a house to learn to beat pan because my mother didn't like Steelband at all. She wanted me to be a doctor.
I started working on a small biscuit tin as the first pan. I put 4 notes and made it into, and played Mary Had a Little Lamb. The Americans had a bass down on Mukurak one that had a abundance of oil drums scattered there, dumped there. So I got one day I rolled up on the oil drum and I started to work on the oil drum.
And then I want to tune too, so I go up in in the bush in them days, in the back of Laventille, they have a lot of little ravine and bush up things up in there. We light up with fire and try to heat in the pan. We don't go so we see spree and them do now in Ganja. At time we tried to burn a pan below the house. And in those, the house I talking about was about 2 feet off the ground, a little house. So we get in below there and we light the fire. 2 or 3 feet above there. And we light a fire and the fire get out of control because below the house was like a rubbish. But it took bullets.
The Spiderweb came out in 1952. It's designed in Fort Sunfest. That is C, F, C, D, E, F. I drew some straight lines from the center to the outside of the pan, to the edge of the drum, and made some straight lines crossing, and it appeared to be a spiderweb. And somebody said it looked like a spiderweb, called it spiderweb, and so it got its name Spiderweb pan.
First thing happened, we get an old pan from Tokyo, and I'm trying to tune it over. And so from that age, that young age, I started really, because I play the harmonica. And the harmonica helped me in later days because when I discovered harmonics, which is a new order, the order they use today in children's band, it's really harmonica, by hand the overtones. And I started to experiment. I experimented for a long while. And then about in 1956, I started to get the harmonics because I experimented for a while, And I started to get the harmonics. And from there, Silver Stars and most of the bands come around me to tune the pans and things. But in those days, they had no money and things.
After that, I started working on pan on stands. The second pan, I put them on I made a wooden stand for it and I hung it on the stand because it sounded better when it was hanging. I noticed when it rests on your leg, it kills some of the reverberation. I wanted a music chromatic bass on the road. So we couldn't put the pan around the neck on the road because we had to get the bass, and the bass contained 3 drums at the time. So we couldn't carry 3 oil drums around the neck. So we had to put it on wheels, so I put pan on wheels in 1956.
entertaining the Americans on Chagaramas. We used to play down there 2 or 3 nights a week. But then around 56, when Eric Williams and them come and put up power, and they decided to take over the base now. They say, well, the base level, the entertainments that are cut down there, and I was forced to come and reorganize my band for parties on the outside, and organize a bigger band. Because we used to use about 8 men down there. Money was small, but used to share. But the change started happening when they organized more competition, and then they started opening things like association, and then fellas experimenting, and well, the place getting more enlightened, and just so the steel band was progressing, because the steel band started to play a lot of great music before they even had instrumentals properly tuned. Griffith and them, when they went to Tasco days, pardon just song refined out. But they know they had something. Just around that time too, Pan used to get a lot of parties. Sometimes they have 3 steel band, 1 music band.
Yeah, Tasco made a great effect on the steel band. It introduced the chromatic steel band. Prior to that, only the ping pong was tuned to the chromatic scale. But Griffith wanted a chromatic steel band. Joseph Griffith was the musical director. So he introduced the chromatic tenor bomb, the bass, and the double second, and the alto pong. So that was how Taspo came to be a popular steel band. And they were able to play almost any type of music on the pans with the chromatic steel band. In 1951, Taspo went to Britain to perform at the Festival of Britain. And there they played on television at the Savoy Hotel, and as a Mecca dance hall, a chain of dance hall called the Mecca dance halls. And then they went to Paris and played at the Medrano Circus.
I always trying to introduce a wider range of bands, and until I end up in the late days even amplifying, trying to cut down the size of the steel band, because I find economically it was not profitable. But the best thing was in the late half, when I get on to trying to elongate the notes. Like you hit a note and you could, between the thing and the decay, the evolution and the decay, it could linger instead of you had to roll. You could roll too if you want, but I feel that, a continuous song, when you strike it, a continuous song. But then you had to control that, So there's where a mechanical part had to come in and things. I was on a good thing, and then I had a disastrous fire. They burned out everything, so I never go back into that. Then in 90 cents I started work with Rudolph and Desperados. Tuning for them for about 22 years, and he liked experiments too. So both of us meet up, and then we bring out this quadrophonic, martial tones, anything. He consulted me because I have more experience in the tuning than him, but he have ideas. We used to work together. I miss him a lot for that.
Say we got to find the hammer.